In a world that keeps telling us to want more, to buy more, to become more visible, more productive, more impressive, there are cultures across the world that quietly live by a different wisdom. Less can be sacred. They understand that a full life is not built from accumulation, but from attention, not from excess, but from meaning. In their homes, their rituals, their relationships, and their connection to the earth, simplicity is not a sacrifice. It is a source of peace, dignity, and strength. And maybe that is the lesson we need most right now. That freedom is not found in holding on tighter, but in learning what to release. How cultures around the world prioritize simplicity over possessions. We live in a world obsessed with more stuff, more speed, more distractions. But simplicity isn't just a lifestyle choice in many parts of the world. It's deeply embedded in the culture. These cultures value time, relationships, peace of mind, and connection to nature far more than status symbols or endless accumulation. There's something in that approach worth paying attention to, especially if you feel overwhelmed, disconnected, or constantly chasing something you can't name. This isn't about romanticizing poverty. It's about recognizing a different way of living that strips away the excess and focuses on what actually matters. It's about realizing that freedom doesn't come from having more, but from needing less. Because sometimes, the heaviness we feel isn't from what's missing. It's from all the things we thought we needed that never brought the peace they promised. Japan, the beauty of less. Japan's minimalism isn't a Pinterest trend. It's rooted in the centuries-old philosophy of Zen Buddhism, wabi-sabi, and the concept of non-negative space. These aren't slogans. They shape how homes are built, how people cook, how they dress, and how they interact with the world. Japanese homes tend to be small, carefully organized, and intentional, not because people can't afford bigger places, but because space is considered sacred. A cluttered space clutters the mind. That's not just a saying in Japan, it's how people live. In Japan, less isn't about less. It's about lightness, about living in a way that doesn't crowd the soul and walking through the world with reverence for each step. That's not a trend, it's a way of being. Scandinavia, lagom and hygge. Over excess, Scandinavians are known for clean design and well-being, but their mindset runs deeper than neutral furniture. In Sweden, the idea of Lego, not too much, not too little, defines how people live. It's a built-in cultural break against going too far in any direction, especially consumption. In Denmark, hygge isn't about candles and blankets. It's about creating moments of warmth, comfort, and togetherness. It prioritizes presence over presentation. A simple dinner with close friends matters more than throwing a flashy party. People walk and bike more than they drive. They take time off. Work-life balance isn't a dream. In Scandinavia, simplicity isn't a sacrifice. It's a safeguard. It protects what matters: time, health, relationships, and the ability to feel at home in your own life. Indigenous cultures. Living with, not against, the earth across the globe, many indigenous cultures live with what they need and no more. That's not because they're behind. It's because they're connected to something we've mostly lost: the land, the seasons, the community. Whether it's the San people of Southern Africa, Native American tribes, or the Ainu of Japan, you see recurring themes. Take only what you need, share with others, and respect the cycles of life. Possessions aren't signs of power. They're tools. Value is placed on wisdom, stories, rituals, and nature. Children grow up learning how to listen, observe, and contribute to the group. Elders are revered not for wealth but for knowledge. Indigenous cultures often remind us that we are not separate from the earth in a world that often treats nature as a backdrop or a commodity. We are part of it. And when we live with that truth, simplicity becomes not just a choice but a responsibility. India, spiritual detachment from possessions. In many parts of India, especially within Hindu, Buddhist, and Jain traditions, owning little is seen as a virtue, not a failure. Non-attachment is one of the core teachings across these faiths. A person's worth isn't measured by how much they own, but how lightly they carry themselves. Spiritual progress is often tied to letting go, not acquiring. That's why ascetics and monks are respected. They've chosen simplicity as a path to inner peace. Even in daily life, this perspective shapes choices. Clothes are reused, meals are shared. Living with extended family means fewer walls and more connections. Wealth isn't hidden or flaunted. Often, it's redistributed through offerings, hospitality, or social responsibility. Latin America, time and people over things. In much of Latin America, life moves slower, not because people are lazy, but because relationships matter more than productivity. Mañana doesn't mean irresponsibility. It means there's more to life than rushing. Family comes first. Meals are long. Conversations aren't transactions, they're connections. The home is a place for gathering, not showing off. Many people live with less, not by choice, but by circumstance. And yet, they often radiate joy and resilience that richer cultures envy. This isn't a gloss over hardship, but to point out something deeper. Meaning doesn't come from things, it comes from people. Even in cities, you see a social fabric that values shared experience over status. A small home can host a full heart, and people would rather spend time with friends than upgrade their kitchen. What's one thing you've let go of, or are ready to let go of, that you thought you needed, but never actually brought you peace? Drop it in the comments. Your reflection might help someone else realize they don't need more to feel whole. Just the courage to choose what truly matters. Lessons for the rest of us. So, what do these cultures have in common? And what can they teach those of us buried under debt, drowning in clutter, and constantly busy? Here are a few patterns that show up again and again. Stuff doesn't equal success. In fact, too much stuff often creates anxiety, debt, and distraction. The more we accumulate, the more we manage, and the less we feel. Time is sacred. Slowness isn't laziness. It's respect. For yourself, your relationships, and your surroundings. A slow walk with someone you love can be more nourishing than a weekend of luxury. Community matters more than individual status. Whether it's a tribe, a village, or a dinner table, humans are wired for connection. We don't need more followers. We need more people who truly see us. Simplicity is intentional. It's not just owning less, it's valuing less and choosing depth over variety. A single meaningful ritual can bring more peace than a dozen productivity hacks. Nature is a teacher. The more connected people are to land and seasons, the less they tend to overconsume. A quiet morning in the woods can recalibrate what you think you need. The trap of accumulation. The pressure to have more is relentless in places like the US, Canada, many countries in Europe, or even growing urban centers in Africa and Asia. Ads tell you your life will finally make sense if you buy this product, upgrade this device, or follow this influencer. It never ends. And it's exhausting. People work jobs they hate to buy things they don't need. They scroll endlessly while the real world passes by. Homes are bigger but colder. Closets are fuller, but people feel emptier. Living with less, living with more. There's no universal formula. Simplicity looks different depending on where you are, what you value, and what you're capable of letting go. But the point is this: you don't need to own less just for the sake of it. You need to own less so you can experience more time with your kids, more calm in your mornings, more freedom to choose, more attention to the moment you're in. It comes from subtracting. Simplicity isn't about being poor or self-righteous. It's about clarity. It's about asking, what actually matters to me? What's making my life heavier than it needs to be? This isn't just about decluttering your home. It's about decluttering your life so you can show up in it fully. So you can stop performing and start belonging. And maybe, just maybe, if enough of us choose differently, we'll remember what we were never meant to forget. That peace isn't something we earn. It's something we return to. Remember this: your life doesn't get heavier because you don't have enough. It gets heavier when you carry what was never meant for you. You don't need to keep adding more to finally feel complete. You need the courage to release what doesn't truly serve you. Because when you choose less with intention, you don't lose anything real. You make space for what actually matters. If you wake up already overwhelmed, your attention scattered, your life feeling noisy and pulled in every direction, and you want to know exactly what matters and what doesn't, this is about moving from clutter to clarity. Don't just think about this work through it. This video draws directly from the core teachings in my book Less is More, The Path to a Meaningful Life and its companion workbook. You'll find them linked in the description. They're designed to work side by side. You'll get 30% of the entire book series for free in one PDF download. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and don't forget to subscribe.